Okay, the meniscus occurs because of the surface tension in the water, and how you read it is where the meniscus concaves. It will look like this, and this bottom part of the meniscus will be on whatever volume in the graduated cylinder or whatever instrument you are using, and you will go to the nearest point. So say it might look like it's at 5.2. If it's right on the line, you would say like 5.20.
So in exercise 2, we are working on understanding the relationship between density and concentration. And in order to understand concentration, we have to contrast stock solution versus dilution. And the stock solution that we're given is a solution with a known concentration that we can work with. And when we dilute that concentration, basically what we're doing is we take that concentration and we add a certain amount of water to dilute or make that solution less intensified or concentrated, which is then our dilution.
With the equation for dilution, we're going to be using C1 times V1 equals C2 times V2. Now with the solutions we were given today, we used a 20% concentration times V1 equals a given percentage, which we can either choose, which we choose 3, being 5, 10, and 15 times 25 milliliters. Right. Through that, you then multiply these two to find the overall percentage of milliliters divided by the 20% to solve for V1, giving us our final of 6.25 milliliters.
Right. And the variable C1 is concentration 1, V1 is initial volume, C2 is our second concentration value, and V2 is our final volume.
When using a pipette to measure a certain amount of solution, you first place the pipette into the cylinder containing solution. Then, you proceed to place a bulb on top of the pipette and squeeze the bulb to release the air inside. Then, slowly release the pressure on the bulb to draw solution into the pipette. Remove the bulb from the top of the pipette and replace it with your thumb to keep the solution from falling out. Then proceed to transfer the solution from the pipette into the flask by releasing your thumb. Using lab equipment, make sure that each piece is clean so that there is no cross-contamination. Next, we will be moving to use the balance. Prior to using the balance, make sure that it is set to 0 and that nothing is on it. Then, place the flask on the balance and wait until the value on the screen slows to a stop. When determining which value to use on the screen, choose the one that appears the most out of the changing numbers. Here is an example of the meniscus in a pipette. As you can see, it's where the solution concaves. When wanting to find a measurement from the pipette, look at the meniscus and the line it forms.